Okay, Mishnah states, Mesa Kadarka. If the animal just dies, dies on its own. We're talking still about the shepherd. The shepherd who's watching the sheep over here for somebody else, and just dies. The animal, old age, or just part of its normal work. It just drops dead, has a heart attack. So hariza ones. That's considered to be an unavoidable mishap. He doesn't have to pay for that. Sigfa v'mesa eno ones. However, if he mistreats it, and then it dies, that's not considered to be an ones. Even though he mistreated it and then it died, whatever, several hours later or something. He says, what's the connection? So, no, you mistreated it, you made it sick, it got depressed, I don't know, whatever it is. You sort of, it's your fault, and once you started the process, so then you're responsible. Also, the Rashe Tzokim v'nafla hariza ones. Now, if it the animal went up to some high ridge or point, and fell off some crag at the top of a mountain, ran up there and jumped off, so that's unavoidable. Nothing can do about that. However, Helo l'Rashe Tzokim, if he brought the animals all up to these sharp, pointy crags at the top of the mountain, v'nafla mesa, and then it falls and dies, so then ain't onus. That's not considered to be avoidable mishap. It's called pshia. What are you doing? Bringing all the animals up to a point where they could fall off where it's dangerous. So that's considered to be his fault. Now the Mishnah segues into a different sort of approach. Masna shomer chinam lios pater mishvua. Somebody who watches for free, right? Please watch my thing. So we said, what's the halacha? The halacha is if something happens, he just takes an oath and says, hey, I didn't do anything here, I didn't steal it, whatever, and then he goes free. But let's say a guy doesn't want to take an oath. Taking an oath is considered to be a serious thing. Take an oath and in front of Basin on God's name, whatever. People don't want to take oaths even when they're innocent. So he says, look, I'll watch this thing for free for you, but I'm not taking an oath. Right? We're making a deal. So he can do that. And somebody who borrows something can even say, look, I want to borrow this from you, but if something happens or whatever, I can't be responsible. I'm not willing to pay for it. And the guy says, no, I want you to borrow it anyway. Okay, fine. He says, but I can't pay you back for it. I don't have the money. I just can't afford to. No, I want you to borrow it. Okay, so they can make such a deal. What? Yeah. It would include money too. You could make such a stipulation. No say sacher v'hasocher lios patur mishvua l'mishalim. And also somebody who gets paid to watch something, or somebody who rents something, you could say, no, I don't want to have to take an oath, and I don't want to have to pay in case I lose it or it gets stolen, or whatever. I can't be responsible. And the guy says, okay, no, we'll make such a deal. Now, why would you think you couldn't make such a deal? So the Gemara goes on to explain. So the Mishnah makes a lot of sense according to Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda held that now, in general, you can't make a rule. You can't be masna. You can't make a tanai to do something that is against Torah rules. You can't say, well, the Torah gave a law, and we're going to make a deal, and we're going to go around it. So you might say that you normally can't do that. Rabbi Yehuda holds that in regards to business matters, you are allowed to. I mean, even though there's a halacha, there's shomrim, right? We know there are 4 different types of shomrim, and this is who they are, and these are their rules or whatever. But it's business. So in business, you can make a deal ahead of time. That's the normal real deal. But if you make a deal, then fine. Our mayor does not agree. Our mayor holds that that if you make a deal, it doesn't work. You can't go against it. Even for business rules, you have to follow the Torah rules. You can't make a condition to go against it. And generally, this is a Stam Mishnah. Right? What do we normally say? Stam Mishnah, a Mishnah that has no... nobody. We're not attributing it to any certain rabbi or whatever. Stam Mishnah ke Rabbi Meir, right? So the Gemara tries very hard to say, wait a second, if this is going to be according to Rabbi Meir, how can that be? Because he would say you can't make such a deal. So the Gemara says, no, even according to Rabbi Meir, because once you make this deal, you aren't really a shomer. And it's not a real shomer chinam or a real shol or a real shomer sachar or socher, because you're sort of what's called a shomer b'mixas, right? You're a half. This is not the classic case, meaning once you've made this stipulation already, you've taken a step away from being a watcher in the classic sense, And therefore, it's no longer violating, it's not like you're making a condition against the Torah. You've made a condition which brings you out of the Torah's classic, example or case. So that's how it's understood.